Good evening, good evening, good evening, senior parents. Oh my God, we're here, right? We are senior parents. Let's give ourselves a round of applause.
Yeah.
Most of you know who I am. My name is Mrs. Karimu, and they also call me Mama Dorsey. And I'm nervous now as a 12th grade grandmother and son that graduated from here. He's back there, and his friend that he graduated, no, the sister, right, is back there. It's amazing the twins. It's amazing to see everybody, and everyone looks so good. So I'm gonna turn this over to our wonderful senior sponsor, Miss Briscoe, and also we will have translation in about 5 minutes. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your participation, and also your kids are just absolutely wonderful, and we love them so every day. And that's Mr. Morgan right there, a wonderful BSEP college counselor. He's passing out some great information. So love y'all and see you soon. Woo! Good evening. So excited that you all are here to learn about this senior year, 24, 25, class of 25, and just to keep things moving as quickly as possible, want to be able to introduce our cabinet. And I just want you to know that these young ladies have been working on this for like a year already, and we even met over the summer. So they have put a big effort into this. And first, we have here your senior class president, Stephanie Diaz-Serrano. Your senior class vice president, Rosalind Reyes. Not here tonight, but your senior class secretary is Brycey Colindres. And our senior class treasurer, Brennan Higgins-Bell. And now we will have a welcome from the president.
Welcome parents to our first senior parent meeting of the year. I know time has gone by so fast. You guys, we're seniors now. But yeah, welcome to the meeting. Today you guys are going to learn about important dates for senior year, our timeline, grad night, senior packages, senior portraits, and all the fun activities that your students have been waiting for. Bienvenidos. Si necesitan traducción en español, en un momento va a llegar alguien a hacerlo.
I'd also like to introduce the rest of the senior class sponsors. So you just met Mama Dorsey, Miss Karimu, and then we also have Miss Nichols. And any minute should be Miss Contreras also to assist us. And we have plenty of volunteers like the librarian. Oh, there she is, Miss Contreras. And the librarian is volunteering, Mr. Morgan right here from BSEP. So we've got a nice team of adults, but none of it works if it's not for the students themselves and the parents. So as much as we like to do, we're just a few trying to support the students, but really the ideas are theirs. The work is there.
Turn me up.
Putting in time, and then we're going to need your parents a lot. All right, and we're going to start with some very important dates inside your package. You should already have about the senior portraits company called Photorama. So you should see the portrait package in there. That is on October 1st, which is a Tuesday. So you want to make sure your students are ready with their outfits, their hair, whatever they want, because these are the portraits that are going to go in the yearbook and probably the ones you'll send out with your announcements and braggadocious and all with everybody around. So you want to make sure that when they take this, they know exactly how they're going to look, if they're going to do a change of their wardrobe and so forth. All right, timeline for senior year. I'm gonna let the cabinet tell you about this upcoming timeline.
Good evening, parents. Again, my name is Roslyn Reyes, and I'm going to be giving a quick timeline of our fall semester events that's going to be happening this year. So for our senior sunrise, that's going to be happening October 3rd. There's no school that day, and the location is still to be determined. Then we have our fall senior week. We usually have senior week towards the end of the spring semester, but this year we're going to also have one in the fall, and this one will be free of charge. It will not be included on the senior package. Your student does not have to worry about paying for this senior week. That's going to be November 4th to the 8th, and it includes Finance Park, College Day, a talent show, and a senior picnic. And then we're going to have a professional day, November 21st, with a fashion show and talk show.
And for the spring semester events, there will be a prom fashion show on January 24th. There will be senior career day on January 28th. A senior meeting is on February 18th. The distribution of the senior t-shirts and hoodies is on April 1st. And there will be a design competition, so the seniors get to pick their shirts, like they can say in how their shirts are gonna look. And there's a senior Catalina trip, April 4th through April 6th. And finally, the senior panorama photo is on May 7th.
Hola a todos. Español, levante mano por favor. Ok. Voy a tratar de... buenas tardes, noches para todos. Soy la profesora Contreras y les voy a explicar un poquito de lo que acaban de explicar las estudiantes de acá. Tenemos eventos para este semestre del otoño que son el Senior, que es la caída del sol. Va a ser el 3 de octubre, no va a haber escuela y la locación va a ser anunciada. Tenemos la semana de los chicos de último año, que así se traduciría senior. Va a ser el 4 al 8 de noviembre. Va a ser en el... lo que ven allá donde dice November 4 al 8, del 4 al 8 de noviembre, van a ir a un parque de finanzas, o sea, ahí les van a dar como un taller. Va a haber un día de universidad, un día de talento, va a ser como una presentación de talento y también va a ser un picnic, o sea, imagino en el parque una clase de comida y todo es gratis. También va a haber un día profesional que es el 21 de noviembre y ese día va a ser un espectáculo de ropa y de hablar, me parece. Las actividades que van a suceder en el semestre de la primavera son, va a haber un evento de talento de diseño de ropa el 24 de enero. Van a distribuir las camisas y los suéteres el 1 de abril. Va a haber un día para los de la clase de último día, va a ser el 28 de enero. Un paseo a la isla Catalina del 4 al 6 de abril. También tienen una reunión el 18 de febrero para que marquen sus calendarios. Y el día donde van a tomar la fotografía, donde toda la clase va a estar, es el 7 de mayo.
Okay, next year, May 17th, 2025 is our senior prom. It will be on a Saturday. The venue is still, we'll announce it later on when the time gets closer, but this is our set date for prom.
Esto de prom es básicamente la fiesta de gala donde los muchachos se visten guapos y guapas y ese día tiene que hacerse el cabello, las uñas, ¿verdad? Y va a ser el 17 de mayo, sí, va a ser un sábado, pero recuerden que es para el 2025, ya es para culminar el año escolar de ellos.
Next, we have the official senior week that's included in the senior package. This is going to be May 27th to the 30th, and that Monday is Memorial Day, so there's no school. That Tuesday, we're going to Urban Air Adventure Park. Wednesday, we'll have breakfast as a senior class, and we'll probably go watch a movie. Thursday, we'll have senior award night, and then in the daytime, we'll have a senior picnic. And then on Friday, before grad night, we'll have paint and juice. So grad night is separate from senior week, and Mama Dorsey is gonna speak more on that.
Okay. Esta es lo que va a suceder en la semana de lo que dice que senior técnicamente quiere decir estudiantes que están en el último año, ¿correcto? Entonces lo que va a pasar en esa semana del 27 al 30 de mayo, el martes, porque creo que es feriado el lunes, entonces van a empezar actividades el martes, de martes a viernes. El martes van a ir a una aventura, no, así se llama el parque, ¿ok? El parque aventura urbana en el aire, no sé qué va a pasar ahí, sorpresa. El miércoles van a tener desayuno y van a ver una película por la tarde, por la noche tarde. El jueves va a haber esto es sus 4 años básicamente que han hecho en la escuela. Se han recibido certificados y ese es el día la noche que se les va a dar reconocimiento, y también va a haber un picnic durante el día. El viernes tenemos una actividad de pintura y jugo, y en la noche van a ir a Grand Night. Okay, la Grand Night es separado del paquete que ya les explicaron antes, y la señora Karimo va a explicar acerca de eso, porque eso es separado de la escuela, eso no está patrocinado por la escuela.
Hi, grad night is not a part of your package. It's not included in your package. It is an additional cost. So I just want to, so everybody will know. And the students, I think they chose Disneyland, but I'm in the process of talking to Disneyland right now so that we can see what the price will be. And I know the options was Disneyland, Grad Night, Knoxbury Farm, and I think Universal Studios. So we'll be having the final price on those, I would say, within a month or so. But we just want to let you know that it's not a part of the senior package.
And then graduation to close off the year and to be able to celebrate our students for all the work they put in for the last 4 years is going to be June 2025. We'll have a location, time, and an exact date once the date gets closer, but mark your calendars, it's going to be within like the first 2 weeks of June.
Ok, para recalcar lo que dijo la señora Karimo antes, están viendo dónde van a ir a pasar la noche de eso de Grand Night. Grand Night básicamente es la noche, el último día que los estudiantes tienen para compartir con sus compañeros, y está entre Disneyland, Universal Studios y hay otro parque que ya mencioné, no recuerdo cuál, pero todavía no se sabe. Dice que en un mes más o menos se les va a avisar, y ella es la persona encargada de esa actividad. De graduación tenemos normalmente la graduación, y eso, I'm sorry, that was not explained in English. Normally where we have the graduation is being constructed, so it's being torn down, there's no place. So we need to find a different place, and that's why we don't have a date, a specific date there, okay? Ahora, la graduación, el lugar donde normalmente se hace la graduación está siendo construido, entonces no va a estar disponible. Por eso no les estamos dando una fecha, solo podemos decirles que normalmente es entre las 5 o las primeras semanas de junio normalmente, pero va a ser primera semana de junio de 2025. So it's going to be around the first week of June, around 5-ish, something like that, but we don't know yet, so it's going to be on the first week of June.
And then Ms. Briscoe is going to talk about the senior packages. Thank you.
So very important, and we want to make sure that everybody does understand. These prices right now don't include any fundraising. So once we do some fundraising, these prices can go down. That's very important. So I want everybody to understand that. That is one of the main reasons why we need parent support. We've been doing a little bit of fundraising, which we had to front to get t-shirts and sweatshirts, to do our breakfast the other day, even to give you a little nosh tonight. But we haven't made a dent in what we know can be done. So we will be breaking up into parent groups, and you can choose the areas in which you feel you are most useful. I've had some parents say, fundraising's not my thing, but I will sit there and make the little bags that you're selling. If we're selling bags or selling, little fruit cups or something, they'll come and help with that. So there's something everyone can help us with. Everyone can help us. And once we do that, we can get the prices down. The pricing is based on exactly the quotes from everything. So we had to even be very, unfortunately, we had to include the buses. Buses are very expensive just to take the students to the picnic and things of that sort. And unfortunately, we don't have a fund of bus money to say, oh, well, that'll go for the senior activity. It's just not there. It's not how the district works, and that's not what the school's been given. So we have to pay for the buses for every little thing we do. So it would be nice, maybe someone will donate a bus, or there's organizations out there that can do that as long as they are approved. Or maybe we'll have a sponsor. I would love to see some sponsors, I dream big, so in my head I'm like, Coca-Cola, sponsor us. But it would be nice if we did have some sponsors to help bring this down. So, what are these packages? Well, as you see here, the platinum package includes everything. That is your prom. That's the senior week that we talked about with the 4 activities. That is the yearbook. That is the t-shirt and hoodie. Keep in mind, that's not what we're wearing now. This is just something new we decided to try as a fundraiser for this semester. But the actual class t-shirt and hoodie is being chosen with the colors that the class votes on, and the design is through a competition. So it will be a student that designs. So these wonderful students design these, but it'll be the whole class involved, or have the opportunity to be involved. Okay, and so what's different about gold? Well, as you see, it doesn't include senior week, the one that's in spring. What's different about silver? Silver does include senior week, but it does not include prom. Okay, so all these things are just in levels, because some of you may have students say, I'll do the activities because I'll be with my friends. But some might say, I don't want to do prom, I don't want to get all dressed up. Some say, I want to go to prom, but I don't want to do the senior week. Maybe they're busy with other activities or just not into it. But we wanted to give everybody a chance. So even if you don't want a full package, we do have everything individual, a la carte. And the way that it is individual like that, if you were to total it up, you'll see how each package actually saves you money. Right? So package A is probably like a $45 savings, and then it's like a $25 savings, and then like a $10 savings. So each package does save you by buying a package. But if you just wanted one something out of the package, we did not want to limit you either. So there they are, individual prices. If you have questions about this or concerns about this, I'm not going anywhere tonight. I'll be here to help you through it. But I just wanted you all to kind of get an idea now, because the package, you have this package, and you'll see we're asking for you to start in October if you want to do a payment plan. Put some money towards October. 3 months later, put some more money, and 3 months later, you're done. It's paid off. So, because we know everybody budgets their money differently. So we want to give fair time to everybody to be able to participate in as much as possible. So here are those payment plans. October 31st, January 31st. It should say 2025 because I had 20. Sorry about that 2024, but it is 2025. And that's for if you're doing a payment plan. If you're just gonna, boom, pay it all at once, we need everything paid for by Monday, May the 5th. Because one of the most important things about that is that we have to pay for these things in advance. So there's only so much money that the school has to pay in advance, and we need a better count. Everything is a count to the venues, for the food, and for the transportation. You may make your payments in cash, check, or money order. But you will see in the contract, if you do a check, there is a deadline on the check. And that is just because we have to make sure the check clears the account before we issue tickets to any of the students. And things happen, and it's hard to recoup the money after the fact. So just understand we're not trying to be hard-nosed, but we do have a certain protocol that we have to follow with our finance office and with the district office. So you will see, I believe the date is April 11th is the last day you can give a check. But money and money order all the way up to May 5th. Okay, so now we're getting into our committees and what we really need, and to spend some time with you and break up into committees and see how we can get some conversation going. It's really about signing up and saying that you would like to do this. We have your emails, but we like to put you in where you feel comfortable. So after school sales, we're looking at Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays to do after school sales. For those of you that don't know, I'm the culinary arts teacher, and I run Cafe Olé. That's what this is referred to in here. This is not the cafeteria, by the way. This is the classroom. And we turn this into a cafe, and we sell after school, Monday through Thursday. However, because I will be absent for quite some time, I will not have Cafe Olé open, and instead Class of 25 can take all those customers and sell something. What's going to be sold? We need help from the parents. Okay, but it could be as simple as some nachos and drinks. It could be more like fruit cups. But we need the parents who are interested in helping us to fundraise that. And that could be pretty advantageous, because trust me, like if you came in here earlier today, I had a line of like 60 students buying within the first 10 minutes after the bell rang. So there is definitely something that could be made there. We need some help with the fashion shows, the professional fashion show as well as the prom fashion show. So we definitely need committees for that. We need some help with the Senior Catalina trip and putting that together. We're still pending that same issue with the park next door having construction has also affected our location for football. But there's not just football, there's going to be basketball. We may even decide to go out there when there's soccer, or as everyone else knows it, it's football. And, any of the other ones. And fall senior week, we will need some support from you on those, especially just having more adults there. And prom, there will be some support needed for some in advance things. Senior sunrise, having some adults present, and we will then get some support on graduation. For the most part, the students will design that, but there's always the need for you parents, always.
I know that was a lot, but if you read it right here, let's go back to package. So,
Okay, voy a regresar bastante para hablar de los paquetes, ¿ok? Bueno, el primer paquete del que ella habló, pues están mirando, si tienen los paquetes ahí, si ustedes gustan mirar, eso no los tradujimos ayer porque los números hablan, ¿cierto? Entonces, lo que ella estaba mencionando es que cada paquete realmente tiene un precio de ahorro. Por ejemplo, el de platino, ese ya incluye la fiesta de graduación, la semana de actividades que se les mencionó. También está hablando del libro donde están todas las fotografías de todos, que es el yearbook. La camisa, recuerden que esta no es la camisa de la clase. Este solo es un diseño que el grupo, los chicos hicieron para recaudar fondos, ¿ok? No es esta la camisa ni es el diseño, sino que todavía están en competencia para ver qué camisa, qué colores va a ser para los chicos que se gradúan, y también la sudadera. El paquete de oro, que vale $2.70, si se dan cuenta, por favor, no incluye la semana de actividades, ¿ok? El paquete de plata, que es el silver, no incluye la fiesta. Entonces, también la siguiente, ustedes también pueden comprar lo que ustedes quieran. Si su hijo solo quiere ir a la noche de gala, a la prom, solo compra eso. Si solo quiere participar en la semana de actividades, solo pague eso. Si solo quiere la camiseta y quiere la sudadera, o si solo quiere el yearbook, que es el libro con las fotografías, también eso es, ustedes deciden, básicamente. Ok, ahora, tentativo quiere decir que estos precios pueden bajar, ¿ok? Todos los precios no va a subir, va a bajar, depende de, por ejemplo, cuántas camisas de estas vendamos hoy, porque ese dinero se va a usar para pagar, por ejemplo, por los autobuses que ya mencionó que estaban más caros. Que el año pasado hubieron extra fondos, pero esta vez no tenemos esos fondos, entonces tenemos que colectar eso. Por eso estamos vendiendo estas camisas. Vamos a ver qué más. Y los paquetes se van a comenzar. Si ustedes están interesados en pagar este paquete y quieren todo, lo pueden hacer en un pago, 2 pagos, 3 pagos, depende como ustedes, ¿verdad? Como estén sus finanzas. El primer pago sí le pedimos que se realice para el 31 de octubre, el segundo pago para el 31 de enero. Y nuestras disculpas, ahí se nos fue el enero 31, tiene que ser a 2025, no 24, que es lo que siempre pasa. Y el 7 de abril también es el año 2025, ¿ok? No es este año, ya pasó. Nuestra disculpa, eso que no lo hicimos ayer y no lo miramos, ¿ok? El último día para pagar es el 5 de mayo. Por favor, no esperen a último día para pagar las cosas, por eso estamos poniendo plan de pago. También se va a recibir pagos en efectivo, en cheques o giro postal, y tienen que ser pagaderos a la escuela, ¿okay? Después del 11 de abril no se van a aceptar cheques, porque es muy difícil decir, pase que no tiene fondos, alguien tiene que estarlo siguiendo para verdad que pague eso. Entonces por eso hasta el 11 de abril tenemos para aceptar cheques. Ok, y después ella estaba mencionando que va a reunirlos a ustedes en comités, que quien pudiera ayudar para colectar fondos. Ella va a tener una operación y va a estar fuera varios meses, entonces ella no puede estar usando este lugar. Este es un salón de clase, no es la cafetería, como le mencionaba ella, y entonces necesitan más personas que nos apoyen para hacer estas extra actividades. Ahí tienen unos ejemplos como el día después, la venta después de escuela, que nos apoyen tal vez como chaperones para ir al viaje a Catalina, para la noche de promoción, para la graduación, etc. Entonces, si ustedes dicen yo puedo, les vamos a agradecer mucho, por favor. Y ok, esta imagen que ustedes ven es la camiseta que tengo yo, y creo que tú tienes la manga larga. Esta es la otra que dice la crew, y esta es manga corta. Esto es otra vez para colectar fondos para la clase, para ellos, para los chicos, para todo lo que se va a hacer para ellos. Todavía hay unas, si todavía no compraron, tenemos esto especial, ¿cuánto lo que sea? $15 si lo compran hoy, y la otra cuesta $30 para el frío. Les gustaría mucho si nos pueden apoyar con esto, si todavía no lo hicieron antes. Gracias.
So some of you might have seen it walking in. We have our senior t-shirts and crew necks on sale. Again, this isn't our official senior hoodie design. That's going to be in the spring, but this is just a fundraiser. So right now we are still in our early pricing. This early pricing is going to end on September 6th, this Friday. And the t-shirts are $15, the crew necks are $30, and then next week the prices will go up.
Yes. If you guys could please clarify with your students, your seniors, that this is not the official t-shirt design. This is just a way to fundraise for our class. So just think of it like extra merchandise for the class of 2025. I know a lot of seniors are confused right now thinking that this is the official one, but it's not. All this money will go directly towards senior activities, senior week, grad night. So the prices that you saw are subject to change. If we raise enough money, we can lower prices for grad night, for senior week, and so on, which is what we all want to do. So these aren't exclusive to the students. Of course, there's more over here. This is the crew neck. This is the t-shirt. There's more over here if you'd like to buy them. But yeah, these are not exclusive to the students. Parents can wear them, brothers, sisters, and so on. You guys can come to the football games, rep them. But we hope that you guys will help us fundraise for our class. Thank you.
And now we just have a couple words from Mr. Morgan, and he's going to be talking about senior year as a whole.
Good evening, everyone. So I don't know if what I have to say is going to be a few words, but I'll be as quick as I can be. I'm Mr. Morgan, one of the BSEP counselors. I've been working with the seniors since BSEP started like 3 years ago. So there's always a trend of changes with the seniors. But I just want to tell you, congratulations. You guys have made it to senior year. You guys have almost reached the finish line. Congratulations. However, senior year is also about business. There are deadlines, there are things that are coming up alongside with all the fun activities at the end of the year and throughout the year. There are airtight deadlines that have to be met for your seniors to make sure they are planned and have an action, they have an action plan and that they're planning for their transition out of high school. So although we're going to have great memories this year, the goal is to make sure every senior in here has an action plan when they graduate on what they're going to do afterwards. So if you have students that are planning to apply to four-year universities, I've already passed out these timelines. This is basically going over what the senior year is going to look like. So you may be meeting with your academic counselors, you may be meeting with your college counselors. Although I have been appointed as kind of the BSAP college counselor, I'm actually not the Dorsey college counselor. So there is a college office in the B building. He does assist with applications and information. If you need any assistance and resources, I'm also available for that. But let me just go over this timeline really quick. So if you see, this is the first week of September, and I already have a lot of information about things that are coming up through this year. I've just been getting flooded with emails and a zillion questions on how this is gonna all fit. But if you look at the timeline, you'll already see some of the application portals have already opened. If your student has at least a 3.0, the UC applications already started as of September 1st. So that goes on through November. Every student in here has an opportunity to apply to any of the Cal State universities that are within California. They have opportunity to apply at least 4 schools. It's just up to them where they want to apply. I can help them navigate and figure out what that's going to look like, and to see exactly where their transcript is leading them and what opportunities may lay available for that. But as you can see, there's different stages where October applications, you're going to be turning those in. November, they're due. That's when you should start looking for scholarships. In December, the FAFSA opens up. Does anybody know what the FAFSA is? Does anybody like free money? So whenever you say FAFSA, we're saying free money, right? Because essentially, that's what it is. You're applying for financial aid, so for any schools your senior is potentially applying for, there is a process, but it essentially will open up opportunities for free grants. and possible scholarships and student loans and work study. And it'll kind of help you to kind of paint a picture to see exactly what your student can afford and the likelihood of where they're going to be going. But all this is contingent upon how well they've done so far and, you know, what career path they're going to be leading into. So come January, February, everyone's going to be finding out where they're getting accepted to. They're going to be finalizing any schools that they might be interested in. Come March and April, they should have gotten their award letters for financial aid, and decision day is usually around the first week of May. So it seems like a lot, but this is going to be happening pretty fast. And seniors, I see this every year, they start getting stressed out because it's a lot of information, and all these years have led up to now. You know, all your efforts and all your good grades and coaching them and making sure they're turning their homework and doing good grades, all that has led up to now. So it's very important that we all pay attention to those dates. If you're not sure about what options are available, send them to me. I'll pull up the transcripts and we'll go over everything. Some of the seniors already know me. They know how I am. I'm very passionate about this. With that in mind, we have other activities to help give more exposure about what the college experience could look like, and opportunities to kind of see and explore if they may possibly want to go to those campuses. I've planned field trips that are coming up in November to UC Santa Barbara. I have one in October coming up for Cal State LA. Just come and talk to me. I'll give you a field trip slip. We'll talk about it. I'm generally looking for students to have at least a 2.0. The reason being, it's senior year. We shouldn't be hearing any more excuses about the teachers don't like me or the cat ate my homework up. You guys are too old for that. So at this point, yes, you should at least be having a 2.0 because you want to graduate in June, right? So I'm looking for at least a 2.0. I don't want to see a bunch of multiple period absences and you're trying to go on a field trip. No, then you can stay here. So, I mean, it's that simple. I don't believe in rewarding people for bad behavior, but I am about motivation. I am about, encouraging students to invest in themselves and want better for themselves. I'm not going to judge you or crucify you for things that happen in the 9th grade. Speaking of which, I know most of you seniors have told your parents you have 8 periods now, right? So every senior has 8 periods. Every student at Dorsey has 8 periods. But why is that, and how does that benefit seniors? Most of you only have a few classes that you really need to pass for this year. But that's for the opportunity if you didn't do well, 9th grade, 10th grade, or 11th grade, you have an opportunity to make those up. And some of those extra periods, you can make up 4 or 5 classes in that one additional period. So everybody has an opportunity to kind of turn around whatever their experience has been. If they didn't do well after the pandemic and they want a fresh start, it is never too late. Just come and talk to me. All right? Now, as I was saying, we have a couple of opportunities coming up. I passed this flyer around. This is a district-wide, Region South has put this together. There's a college and career fair on September 28th. All students and parents are welcome. They just need to come and let, I believe, our college council know. There's buses and there's food provided, or if not, if you just want to go there directly. But this is sponsored by the district, and it's an opportunity for you to speak directly with some universities to actually see. It's actually going to be at Cal State Dominguez's campus. So it's an opportunity to see if this is a school you might want to apply to and possibly attend. We have other campuses where we're going to be, having meetings like this. But this one is by the district. We have another opportunity. This is HBCU Day. This just came up. This is actually sponsored by the LACC district. So this is for students who maybe aren't necessarily sure if they want to go to a four-year university, and they're just like, well, let me just take my time and go to a community college. That's fine. Community college is free. It gives you a fresh start. If you didn't do well in high school, it's an opportunity to start over once again. But the benefit with this is they're going to help you to navigate you coming in as a community college student, and they're going to help you transfer to an HBCU. So if your dream was to go to Clark or Howard or Spelman or one of the other, HBCUs, they're going to kind of help navigate you to do that from the minute you get there at the community colleges. So that's some big information. Now this is the most important one. Okay. So how many of you seniors went on the HBCU tour before? Okay. Or the parents know about it. Okay. So they brought it back again this year. Criteria is a little bit different, better. But this is for juniors and seniors. They have new HBCU tours coming up between Atlanta, Georgia. They've now added Texas, so there's Texas Southern and Prairie View, as well as Alabama State and Tuskegee. So if your student is interested in pursuing any of these, all you have to do is go to the link and apply. The requirements, they have to have at least a 2.5 GPA. They're not specific, and once again, if you're making up these classes in 8th period, you could have a 2.5 if you don't have one in the next month or so. You just got to make up those classes. But all you have to do is apply. It's not a specific thing of, oh, well, I went before. If you've gone before, you can go again. This is a whole new year. If you didn't get a chance to go before, still apply. You can go. But like I said, who doesn't like free? Hotel is paid for, meals are paid for, airline is paid for, everything is covered. You just have to apply. Now, within that application process, they're going to ask for your transcript. They're going to ask for either a 500-word essay explaining why you believe going to college would change you or impact you, or going to an HBCU, how that would change you, or what you would do with that opportunity. Or you can do a 2-minute video. Some people are better orally, doing oral presentations than they are actually in writing. But either way it goes, just submit it. You never know. The interesting thing is I got an email today. This deadline is coming up September 13th. Most of the students here have known about this since the first week of school. And as of today, not one application has been received. Not one. So, surprising, because once again, it's free. You just have to apply. If your students need any help with the essay, if they need help, I'll even record the video. I've done it before. Let me know. But this is a great opportunity. If you aren't really sure about what you want to do, this has been groundbreaking. Some students have gone in there and they came back a completely different person. They were completely motivated. They had a whole different mindset about what they wanted to do for the rest of their life, for a career. And all they have to do is apply. It's there. So I want you guys to all have a great senior year. You know, parents, if you need to reach out to me, just ask for me. I mean, the reason why I'm going over this information, I wasn't even part of the slideshow, is because I know I share the information with the students, but I know they don't tell y'all stuff. Y'all don't be hearing about nothing. They go like, I didn't know anything about this college fair. I didn't know anything about it. Well, I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff going on this year. So if they didn't tell you and you're not sure, contact me. Send me an email. I don't know if you guys want to save this. It's marcus.morgan@lausd.net. But I want this to be a great year, so does anyone have any questions or anything? Marcus.morgan@LAUSD, MARCUS.morgan, MORGAN, @LAUSD.net. All right. Any other questions? Yes.
Do they have the dates for these tours yet?
So all we know right now is it's going to be between February and March or April of next year. But they're finalizing because there's different stages, and they have to do certain projects before they before we actually start doing all the planning for it. Like,
Can they go to more than one?
that's what we're trying to figure out. The person who actually planned the tour is on medical leave, so they're kind of rebuilding this as they're going along. But from what we know, there's at least one group for the juniors and seniors of at least 10 students. There may possibly be 2, but that's why I just say apply. If only 10 people apply, then all 10 of them are going to go, right? I would like to say everyone should go, but everyone needs to apply, right? Any other questions? All right, well, thank you, everyone. You guys are amazing.
I'm looking for our sponsor, Ms. Briscoe. Are you still in the house? Yes. Oh, one thing I would like to say, parents, does everybody know how to get on Schoology? Yes. Your kids know how to get you on Schoology. so that you can see their grades, so that you can see how they're doing. Because it's so serious. This is like I'm petrified. And so I'm just gonna give you the real truth. We really don't have any excuses if we don't look at Schoology. Because Schoology has everything in there. And we want to make sure our babies graduate because this class is very, very great. Your babies are great. And we're going to have the best graduation ever. But just look and check throughout. And check on the deadlines and do your own charts and stuff like that because they can't do it by themselves. They really can't. And we can't either. So if you'd like to sign up for any of the parent committees, it's over there on the table. If not, I'm going to give it back to Ms. Briscoe. But thank you so much for being here, and it's so nice to see you. And we're just in the first quarter. Can any of the seniors tell me who your counselor is? Miss who? Miss Wilson. Anybody else? Can you tell me who your counselor is? Miss Brown? Okay. All right. I just want to make sure. Okay. Oh, does everybody know where the college center is? In the B building. Who's over the college center? The students. Who's over the college center? Flood his office. Go at least 3 times a week and ask them what's coming up. And that college fair, it's the bomb. I went last year. It's amazing. So as parents, we need to go too because there's a lot of information that we need to have that they're not going to pick up. And we got to make sure. Although we're going to be there, to help. But it's a great day. All the colleges are there. They have all the workshops for us. Our drill team will be dancing and things, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And also, all the babies here, you can come to the Parent Center. You can get your applications, Xerox, anything that you need. It's in the Parent Center. And parents also, if you can't get in touch with Ms. Briscoe or Ms. Nichols, call the Parent Center. I'm there on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But we love you, we care for you and your babies, and we're going to have a good time. And please sign up for one of the committees that we have because we need you. Thank you. Ms. Briscoe, here she goes. Thank you. Give yourselves a hand. It's not just the students that make it, but the parents that make it too. And when I say parents, it could be guardians, it could be siblings, other relatives, non-relatives. Really, we know the old-fashioned way was it takes a village to raise a child. So all of you that are here today in any way, just please continue to keep your students encouraged and tell others within your circle to keep them encouraged and maybe help sponsor them so that they can really have a memorable year. So over here at the table are these committees again for sign up. And we're just asking, obviously, to put the student name, your name, email, and phone number. A lot of these meetings will probably take place via like Zoom because so many of you are working. We don't want that to hinder you from joining, as well as having the campus open. So we'll have the campus open as we need to when your committee's needed. But a lot will be via Zoom because a lot of work you can do on your own. So please, at this time, we're going to have over here the sign-ups. But the 2 committees that are of urgency right now, because of the date, is the fundraiser for after school because we really would like to start on Monday being out here after school. That's an urgent one. And the other one is the senior sunrise because that's on October the 3rd. So if you look at timelines and dates, those are the first 2 that we really need some help immediately where we can make some decisions. In fact, if you sign up for the fundraiser for after school, can you, since we said 6 to 8, can you please stay around so we can just kind of discuss that a little bit and what that looks like. Other than that, are there any questions? I'm here. Ms. Claass is going to say it in Spanish. She's here for a minute. We have Miss Nichols and Mama Dorsey. We're here to answer any of your other questions because I know a lot of times you're shy.
Ok, ella dijo que se den un aplauso porque la hicieron con sus hijos, ya es el último año. Y ella quisiera que algunos de ustedes se puedan anotar los días para las ventas después de escuela, que son lunes, miércoles y jueves. Y también para el día de sunrise, es como que cuando sale el sol. Alguna actividad temprano en la mañana. Dice que necesitamos su colaboración. Si ustedes están interesados, por favor anotarse, escriban su nombre, el nombre de su hijo o hija y su correo electrónico. Algunas de las reuniones van a ser por medio de Zoom, porque sabemos que ustedes trabajan. Y gracias. Y si alguien tiene alguna pregunta, vamos a estar disponibles ahorita que ya terminemos la reunión. Y en las mesas, allá están los papeles donde ustedes pueden ir a anotarse.
Miss Briscoe, should I say that thank you? Is that it? Is that it? Yeah.
Ok, eso es todo. Y si alguien tiene preguntas, puede dirigirlas a mí en español o a cualquiera de los patrocinadores que estamos acá detrás. Muchas gracias por venir. Y si no han comido, pueden servirse todavía comida. Muchas gracias a todos. Thank you, everyone. If you haven't served yourself some food, please go ahead and serve. Thank you, everyone.
Don't forget to sign the contracts. If you want to sign those contracts now and leave them behind or take them home and review them, but your students need to turn those contracts in order to participate in anything. They're in your folders. Thank you.
Si van a hacer los planes de pago, por favor firmen los contratos de pago y los pueden dejar desde hoy para que sepamos quiénes son los que van a hacer esos planes de pago. Gracias.